All right, let's get back at it. Did my research. Let's get back at it. All right, FBA fam. This is OG Frost TV coming to you. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you from watching me from. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit that like, share, and subscribe button. This is OG Frost TV. All right, they were over there in Big Davos. Oh man, the administration was giving them that real truth. They didn't want to hear the real truth. Those were the rich of the rich of the rich, me then. The so-called elites of the world. Yeah, of 8 billion people, that's what the so-called elites of the world gathered to discuss world affairs. But they didn't have no FBA representation there. I didn't see none there. These were the children of born privilege. They given every advantage in life. Don't do no hard work. Ain't never fought in no war. Get legacy admission in colleges and everything, man. Yeah, but they can't define what a woman is. This is totally impossible. This is here when you have wealth and you a jet set around the world and you don't teach your children no moral value. Don't teach them to love their mama. Or their mama don't get them no love. They just got nannies and all that other messed up stuff. Yeah, that's what happened, man. But FBA family from the lineage all around the world, you must wake up your seven senses, man, and see this world is what it is. All right, but they hitting back with that AI technology. We going back? Y'all might not remember this, but back in the days, man, when I was coming up on the weekend, we used to watch the Jetsons, man. That's where they want to take the world to the Jetsons, man. You remember at one time they were going UFO crazy until they find out it was wrong. Now they think it's some life up there on Mars or wherever they think it at. If if Almighty had put life somewhere else, he'd have been told, man. But he didn't put life nowhere else. Right here, where he wanted it at. Yeah, right here with him. All y'all that being manipulated, man, and being used and abused need to wake up, man. Stop being used and abused. Stop being manipulated. Stop thinking you gotta fight everybody else fight. But I want you to show that same fight and commitment to yourself, your family, to your community. I want you to show it to the FBA family. Go, we all we got. I want you to show it in discipline. I want you to show it in your education from trade school, technical college, to an Ivy League school, or to an HBCU. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be getting on this mic just to say what I'm saying. So I'm gonna give some real directive today. I'm gonna get some direction in it. Okay, say you're part of the Divine Nine, then y'all get together. Then y'all start rebuilding these cities where FBA families located. You start gentrification. But gentrification with homes. And if they ain't gonna give you the loans and the assistance you need to do that, then you need to protest the banks. You need to protect the real estate companies that's redlining and debanking the FBA community. You know what I mean? For the fake NAACP, I don't know what to tell them. Because they don't got their money, they done ran off. It got to be a big news story for them to show up. A regular story, they ain't showing up. So we'll leave them right there where they at. They did come also. And they go for the Urban League. If the Urban League was so real, then Urban League, why you ain't got with the pastors? And y'all ain't got child daycare centers to take care of the children that need to be take care of children that's hungry in the community, or to teach them how to read and write. Little boys can't read at a fifth grade education. Instead of letting the little boys and little girls being manipulated. It's tired of playing our folks, manipulating folks and using folks. And we not no shield for no other community. So all that fake The new Black Panther Party. That has nothing to do with FBA business. No, when FBA was out there in Oakland and they started the Black Panther movement, that was for the black community. Black community to protect themselves. Yeah, that's what that was for. But they did start clinics. They had early breakfast for children to go to school and all that good stuff. Brothers and sisters was working together. Yeah, that's the spirit that we need to bring back to the community, working together with our community. Because the other people want to protest. You see, they haven't went in them Chinatown and told Chinatown people to come out of Koreatown or La Havana or wherever and get their peoples out there marching and protesting against the government. No, they want the FBA to come out there so they can burn it down, burn business down, break in stores, cause riots, and then lay that at our feet. Yeah, that's what the NGOs doing. And you got 17, 18,000 NGOs up there getting paid every year, billions of dollars to help every other community except the FBA community. Yeah, you got 17, 18,000 of them up there helping every other community like they were doing at the border, getting them businesses, getting them cars, getting them home, getting them loan, getting their credit scores. Yeah, but when it comes to the FBA family, they ain't got nothing for you. Yeah, and they go the same thing with Davos. They got their NGO groups over there doing the same thing. Talking about they helping the people of the continent. They ain't helping no people of no continent, no way. That's all a scam for them to have high salaries once they come out them Ivy League schools trying to play Mary Poppins. That's all that is, man. The big scam, man. They get billions a year. But they've been raised with the elite of the elite. But you ask them straight up, you for reparation? No. See what happened was, no. Well, you know, we know what happened. We've been living in this Holocaust 400 years and carrying on. The world was built off that blood money. Yeah. But they can't define what a woman is. Because their goal was to make another gender out of Davos. And like the administration was getting it to them yesterday, y'all messed up this world. Y'all done messed up your own Europe. Europe don't even look the same no more. Yeah. And the United States need to start giving handouts to all over the world. See that? We know that you had reparation money because you're getting handouts all over the world. You need to bring the troops on and let them get their own troops since they so they can do this, they can do that, and let's see. Because one thing we know, Davos not going to send their kids out the war. No, they'll send them to another country to sit somewhere and hide. In a church monastery, one of them Catholic monasteries, they'll send them somewhere to hide. They're not going to send their babies out there to die in the war. They done started trying to steal somebody else's resources. Yeah, they're not going to do that. No, not Davos. No, man, they send their kids far, far off, man. That's why they let Europe just drug infected the way it is, man. It's just drug infected the way it is over there. But they don't want to stop drugs, man. They want to keep the people manipulated and stay in charge. Yeah, but the administration got them straight yesterday. I was looking at it, listening to it very carefully, sitting back at Zerb and watching them all, man. He got fake Gavin Newsom out there, big fake Gavin Newsom. I know the FBA family know all about that fake one. Oh boy, when reparation came on his table, he vetoed it. Him and the CBC out there in California, they didn't even bring it up. They vetoed it, man. Oh man, I don't know what make him think him running for president gonna help him out. They ain't gonna be able to help him out. They, like I said, them NGOs up in Washington D.C., they took Ice Cube plane and put it at the border. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. But they ain't bring none of them Afro Latinos up here. You don't see them coming in droves and droves and droves and droves. No, man, you didn't see that, man. They left them down there where they at, man. Where they want to see them at. But I got a proposal for our brothers in the CARICOM and the motherland. If y'all want to give us y'all resources, man, and let us show you what to do with them, man, that'll work out best, man. Because all this coming over here and telling like you run something, you don't run nothing. Because if you did, you'll be out there protesting now, showing us what you got. Same as the Chinatown, same as Koreatown, La Havana, La La Mexico. Yeah, man, all y'all get out there and protest, cause we ain't gonna do it, man. Our days labor over with that. Days labor over with that. Ladies and gentlemen, we must focus on education, cause education is the way to go. And if you see them little boys out there can't read and write, man, buy them some books, man. Teach them. Get some of them fake preachers, man, that since they claim they for the kids, man. Get them, tell them, oh, you open up some daycare center, huh? And some reading center, huh? Some financial literacy for their mom and dad, and teach them some home training, get some structure around. That's what we need going on in our community. We need to get back to the Black Panther way, with black men and black women working together. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And if you don't know, man, a woman have a monthly every month. That's what make a woman, man, and she birthed life into this world, man. That's the way the Creator created, and that's the way He brought it in. That's the way it is. Cause if you have wars, I don't know who gonna protect the land. Yeah, I don't know who gonna protect the land. You can play all the games you want to, but if a war do come at your door, I don't know who gonna protect the land. Cause we know the rich gonna jump in their private jets and they gonna fly out, and the men gonna leave there. I don't know what you got. Whatever you got, then that's what you got. You gotta remember that's what you wanted. You didn't want no love, peace, and honor. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. But I don't care what nobody say. You can't go that low as the animal. Human beings cannot get lower than the animals. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm. But you want to sit there and manipulate. But you got some screening yesterday at Davos administration. And remember, I'm an independent. I'm neither left nor right. I'm an independent. FBA through and through. My mama from Georgia, my daddy from Mississippi. FBA through and through. Trying to enlighten my little brothers and sisters, man. Tell them the way to go. All that fake street stuff is dead. Like I said, you listen to them people on the interview, man. All that they can tell you about a path that they can't even get to. You go ahead. Finna be 2027. Finna be 2028. Time go ahead. Time don't go back, man. You can't go back and live none of them dumb days, man. But you can also understand that they ain't built nothing for their community. Nothing but destruction. You can have the smallest brain in the world, man. You can take the smallest brain in the world and tear down anything, man. You gotta have a big brain, though. You want to build something. You want to educate something. Yeah. You want to treat your woman right, treat your children right. You want to guide them right. Yeah, because that left party don't have nothing for you. Like you say, the right part, what the left got for you? FBA family at 78%, 92%. Gave everybody else billions and trillions. And they still getting them to them up there in Washington, D.C. They insider trading. And they still getting them NGOs. 18,000. They don't win industrial complex with them NGOs. They give them billions of dollars, handing them out. Jamie Dimon said they handing them out to their friends that's been getting trust fund all their life. How can you get the best of the best? And the only thing you can think of is be self-destructive. Yeah, you can't build no better world. Yeah, you can. You've been given all that privilege. And the only thing you can do is think of being self-destructive. Yeah, let the people do this. Let the people self-destruct. You ain't teaching them proper. So ain't no need to listen to Davos. They got their NGOs too over there. They get their billions of dollars from Europe every year to go sit around the world and placate, have parties, and playing with themselves. But you can ask them certain things. Reparations. What's a woman? They asked the doctor up there. The senator asked the doctor scientifically. Ooh, can a man have a woman? Can a man have a baby? No, we get paid. We can't wake him up. We can't tell him the truth. I think you're hating on those people. No, ain't nobody hating on you. Think about life. Life is freedom. We get to choose too. Yeah, you can't do that, Lemon. Saying somebody, whatever you say, you probably need to go tell that to the people that's hiding in the closet. Yeah, you need to go tell that to the people that's hiding in the closet that ain't came out the closet. Yeah, they more forward than anybody. Why is they hiding in the closet then? Mm-hmm. Y'all boy, y'all got me laughing. Y'all think y'all play with the creator. He will not be mocked. No, you think you can play with the creator. Think you can get up every morning and run an early morning game. The blind leading the blind. That's what my mama call it. The blind leading the blind. Yeah, man. Y'all need to go back and listen to that Tupac, man. We say you born with less, but you still precious, man, because you got your soul, man. Don't let nobody trick you out your soul, FBA family. And don't let the blind lead the blind. You can fool some people sometimes. You can't fool all the people all of the time. But I was here laughing for the last couple of days. They had Dr. King's birthday, man. They didn't mention nothing about he said he going to get that check. They didn't mention nothing. They have volunteered, but they didn't volunteer about that check. That debt must be paid. 400 years of counting of this Holocaust, that debt must be paid. That is the biggest crack in the foundation. And you ain't gonna be able to escape it or run from it. You gonna have to fix that debt. You can start with me. I'll take 25 million and never see you again. And all of y'all over there in the AU, y'all better lay down the laws of y'all land now. Because, boy, if they get somebody else up there, boy, they gonna come back again on you now. I'm telling you. Talking about you gotta accept this way of life, you gotta accept that way of life, but they say you got your own sovereignty to your country. Yeah, man, they gonna have the IMF and the rest of them, man. They gonna debank you, man, and then they gonna put sanctions on your country, man, if you don't do what they want you to do and live the way they want you to live. See, true freedom, man, you live the way you want to live, and I'm gonna live the way I want to live. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And these are our laws, and them can be your laws. Like the great president of Uganda said, hey, man, if you like living the way you living, then I'm fine with it. It's just one problem. You seem to keep coming bothering the way I'm living and trying to tell me how to live. No, that ain't gonna work. That's the same way with the other people with their religion. You can have your religion. That's the beautiful thing about the U.S. of A. You can have your religion. But you ain't gonna bring no new law. We already got law. We already got constitution. And the commander-in-chief job is to protect and serve the peoples of his nation, whether they foreign or domestic. That is the Constitution. Y'all better go back and look at it. And when he's sworn in, you swear to protect and serve the Constitution of the United States. So we don't need no more laws. They weren't working in your homeland, so don't come over here with them. I see they protesting over there in Iran. So your laws can't be that great. You need to take them on. Because here in the US of A, we got a great constitution called the Second Amendment. And you need not come down south with them playing them games, because we not going to play no games down here. You're not going to change our way of life. You're not going to change the way we think. Because we got common sense, and we got our seven senses and our third eye open. And we ain't with all them games. And we ain't with all that name claiming, just calling somebody some name just to call somebody some name. Like I said, you want to impress me, they got a lot of statues down here, the Confederates. Start up there in Atlanta right here with Stone Mountain. Go over there and tear that down there since you got so much courage and heart. Yeah, because you know you're not going to do that. Yeah, see, you need to start playing these games. And like I said, I asked all the other races, do you support reparations? No, 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 no. Yeah. See, they used to say, hey, black folk, lift yourself up by the bootstraps. You think all them Indians bought all them stoves in America and they wasn't giving no help. You think Chinatown still in America, all over America, they wasn't giving no help. You think Koreatown's being built up and they wasn't giving no help. See, they didn't redline them and they ain't debanking them like they doing the FBA committee. But like I said, they got this snake Gavin Newsom gonna want to run it 2028. You must never forget that he vetoed that bill to get justice. 400 years our ancestors were being swung by them trees. Called the N-word. They never did get no justice. No, man. We ain't going for that banana in the tailpipe. That early morning game. Ain't nobody scared to tell it to your face and tell you the truth. There's one thing I like about y'all, Commander-in-Chief. He said tell it to her face and tell him the truth. Over there in Davos, they was mumbling under their voice. Like he said, the US of A had been subsidizing the whole world. But they'll sit there and tell you they can't get that reparation. They got 18,000 NGOs up there in Washington. You don't see none of them in the FBA community, family. Yeah, you don't see none of them. They up there collecting billions a year. And Congress up there doing illegal stuff too. They up there insider trading. They know that's all illegal. Yeah, man. I like Nick Shirley to investigate them, man. How you get to be a congressman and you up there insider trade, man? Yeah, man. These people need, and then when it comes to the FBA community, you ask them, okay, what you got for us? We're supposed to be getting 13-14% of all the construction jobs, all the jobs that's involved with the government. We don't get none of them. The CBC ain't up there helping us get none of them. When they was in power the last 8 years, 4 years ago over there, they didn't help the HBCUs get no more money, but they want you to vote. Vote, get in line and vote. Vote for what? You ain't reaping none of the rewards of your vote. They said, well, okay, vote down ballot then, and well, if they ain't FBA community, ain't no need to vote down ballot. You might well sit out at the house, cause don't nothing change for you. Still gotta live under the same constitution, under the same law. But your community ain't being built up. Your stores ain't being opened up. It's time for FBA family to build up. Yeah, man. Rebuild our community, man, and make him look immaculate, man. And put the devil to the shame, man. So, yeah, like I say, FBA community believe in DNA at birth. And the father must be in a child's life, whether he with the woman or not. Yes, sir, I believe in all that. DNA at birth, man. Yes, sir, man. So we gotta get this thing straightened all the way out, man. We gotta get back consistently going to those health clinics, checking. Cause like I said, there's an epidemic running around here. Diseases are being spread all over, man. Yeah, man. And if you're a young FBA man or woman out there, man, you gotta protect yourself, man. And if somebody said they want to take you out on a date, you tell them, no, we're going to the health clinic first. We're going to get a blood sample. And hey, be real with me. Yeah, man. That's exactly what time it is now, man. But all that old fake wanna be a panther, he blizzy, I'm Commander so, and I'm here to protect the immigrants. Oh, man, yeah. So you ain't even protect your own community. I told y'all about not protecting your own community. Love to talk about what you gonna do for somebody else. Then go do that then. We'll sit back and watch and see how that come out for y'all. Yeah, man. Cause we're not going for the banana in the tailpipe, FBA family. That's over with. Nothing from nothing. I go for either party. Leaves nothing. Yeah, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. We don't care if you you ain't representing us, no. CBC, Divine Nine. You got the nerve to tell me we all right. You don't see no FBA community coming out with no weapons trying to harm no one. All we about is DNA at birth, healing our community, teaching them financial literacy, common sense, critical thinking. Who really run this world? They shouldn't be running this world. Ain't no group of no 100,000, 200,000 people should be telling no 8 billion people how they gonna run nothing. That's why they keep lying the drugs in and mislead the people, keep their head buried down, and keep them discombobulated. They still have my unfair practice up there in the justice system. When the 94 crime bill, when nobody crying about no institutions, when nobody telling the federal and the state agency that they wrong for sending someone that much time for a big man, woman. They need to legalize that and get all FBA family all the stores to it. And reparation. That's justice in America for these 400 years and counting of this Holocaust we've been living under. And we would never forget our ancestors. Like I said, they never forget theirs when they got statues. If you want us to forget ours, then you come down here and tear down their statues. Yeah, you show us how big and bad and bold you is. You come down here and tear down their statue of their ancestors. And then we'll forget all about the past. Everybody be forgetting about it. As long as we get that reparations, and like I said, store in every county of that marijuana. If not, keep that energy to yourself. And like I said, them Indians in every store need to get out there and protest with y'all. They need to go to Chinatown and come on out them stores and protest with y'all. Because the FBA family sit back, sit at your house, stay calm. Don't go for the banana in the tailpipe. But they'll go get another tether from somewhere and try to fake like he foundation of Black America, but he can't tell you where his mom and daddy from. Yeah, them folks stole $9 billion. They ain't get no FBA none of that money. They wasn't taking in no FBA kids at no none of them child care center. They weren't teaching them homework. We're gonna give them structure. They weren't teaching them critical thinking and financial literacy. That's what we gotta teach our baby. Critical thinking and financial literacy. Yeah, man, that's what time it is, man. But this OG Frost, man, like I said, a ball, the scrack, and I call it just like I see. But I'll be back again at you tomorrow with another one. Hoping to wake up your third eye. All right.